My name is John Archambault. I'm running for a 3-year term for selectman. I'm up against 2 very good candidates, 2 highly experienced candidates. Well, simply because I'm not a politician. I'm here to serve the people. I have read over the town charter inside and out, and I realize the responsibilities that a person on the select board has to maintain. And I also understand that it can't be status quo or politics as usual as it has been. We keep on running into deadlocks, we keep on running into no decisions being made, and this isn't doing anybody any good in the town. And I'm talking about the whole town. That's my, if you would, campaign strategy, is to let the whole town understand that it is on them to get out and vote, and it also is on the voters and the citizens of this community to be part of the community. If you elect me, you're electing me to a very important office. And hopefully I'll do the best job I can do for you by being responsible and also being a good leader. Because I listen to the people of Brattleboro. I've been out there talking to them. I worked at Morningside Shelter. I understand what it is to be an advocate. And it's no different with somebody who's in a homeless shelter as it is somebody having trouble finding money to get heating, or they're having trouble feeding their families. We have to look at the whole situation and try to figure out what's going to happen from the top down. And one of the best ways to do that is to look from the bottom up. It takes 6 months to a year to learn the job. There's so much reading and investigation and study that has to go along with all this. And in 1 year, by the time you get that underneath your belt, I don't believe that you can really do too much. Namely, number one, we need more teamwork on the select board. We have all these committees, the finance committee and all these other great committees out there underneath of us to help us. Why aren't we utilizing the planning board? You know, in our town, we can take care of our citizens. We can start putting into effect the technology that we have today. Windmills, using the river, underwater generators, solar, passive, or whatever. The high taxes that this town is facing can only be augmented by doing something about the energy problem. We need to take Brattleboro off the grid. It can be done. We could actually maybe ask Hinsdale for help. That is one way of having to put the burden of revenue on the taxpayer, especially on the low-income taxpayer. Hopefully being a good team player. Also by always listening to the citizens of our community. We have a lot of special interest groups out there who have a lot of great ideas. And then being a good leader. And what I mean by being a good leader is taking this town charter, okay, and I ask you all voters to read it, please. And actually, as a select board member, following what the responsibilities and what I'm supposed to do are to serve and help the people. Well, how can you serve the people if you don't listen to them? You don't understand their needs. I realize that there's over 10,000 people in this community. That's 10,000 ideas that could be thrown at us. That's fine. Throw the 10,000 ideas at me. Any vote you give is still better than no vote. That's the most important thing. Become involved in your community. What you're going to hear from me if you meet me on the streets is community.